Hey everyone, welcome back. In today's lesson, we're looking at a part 3 topic, energy levels and lifestyle. First, let's go through a mock interview with Finn. Then we'll take a closer look at his answers and the key ideas behind them. Let's get started.
What qualities make a person energetic?
I think energetic people usually have a combination of physical vitality and a positive mindset. They tend to be enthusiastic about what they do, which naturally gives them more drive. From my experience, they're also quite disciplined, especially when it comes to sleep and exercise. Another important factor is motivation. People who have clear goals often seem more energetic. So, overall, it's not just physical strength, but also mental attitude that matters.
Do you think energy levels are mostly determined by personality or lifestyle?
I'd say it's a mix of both, but lifestyle probably plays a bigger role. Even if someone is naturally lively, poor habits like lack of sleep or unhealthy eating can drain their energy quickly. On the other hand, someone who isn't naturally energetic can improve a lot by exercising regularly and maintaining a balanced routine. Personality might give you a starting point, but lifestyle determines how sustainable your energy is. So, in the long run, habits matter more.
How can people increase their energy in daily life?
There are several practical ways people can boost their energy levels. First of all, regular exercise is essential because it improves both physical stamina and mental clarity. Getting enough sleep is another key factor, which many people tend to overlook nowadays. In addition, having a balanced diet with enough nutrients can make a noticeable difference. Lastly, managing stress effectively also helps people feel more energized throughout the day.
Why do some people seem to have more energy than others?
I think there are several reasons behind this difference. Genetics might play a role, as some people are naturally more active than others. However, lifestyle choices like diet, sleep, and physical activity are probably more important. People who manage their time well and avoid unnecessary stress also tend to feel more energetic. So it's usually a combination of natural traits and daily habits.
Is it important to be energetic at work or school? Why?
Yes, I believe being energetic is quite important in both settings. When you have high energy levels, it's easier to stay focused and complete tasks efficiently. It also helps you stay motivated, especially when dealing with challenging assignments or long working hours. In addition, energetic people often create a more positive atmosphere, which can influence others. Overall, it contributes to both personal performance and teamwork.
Do you think modern life makes people more tired?
Yes, I think modern life often makes people more exhausted than before. Many people have busy schedules and are constantly under pressure to be productive. On top of that, excessive use of technology, especially smartphones, can disrupt sleep patterns. Even though technology is supposed to make life easier, it sometimes has the opposite effect. As a result, people may feel mentally drained even if they're not physically active.
How does physical exercise affect a person's energy levels?
Physical exercise has a very positive impact on energy levels. Although it might feel tiring at first, regular exercise actually improves stamina over time. It also helps release endorphins, which can boost mood and reduce stress. Personally, I notice that I feel more alert and productive on days when I exercise. So, in the long term, it definitely increases overall energy.
Are energetic people more likely to succeed in life?
In many cases, yes, energetic people do have an advantage. Their high energy allows them to take on more tasks and stay consistent in their efforts. They're also more likely to stay motivated and overcome challenges. However, energy alone isn't enough. Skills, discipline, and decision making are equally important. So while it helps a lot, it's not the only factor for success.
Can being too energetic ever cause problems?
Yes, I think being overly energetic can sometimes be a disadvantage. For example, a person might become impulsive and make decisions without thinking carefully. It could also be overwhelming for others, especially in group settings where balance is important. In some cases, people might struggle to relax or manage their stress properly. So it's important to have a balance between energy and control.
Do you think children today are as energetic as they were in the past? Why or why not?
I don't think children today are as energetic as they used to be. One major reason is the increased use of technology, such as video games and smartphones, which keeps them indoors. In the past, children spent more time playing outside and being physically active. Although some kids still participate in sports, overall activity levels seem lower. As a result, their energy is often expressed differently, more mentally than physically.
All right, that was the mock interview. Now let's go through the questions one by one and focus on the main points Finn shared in his responses. Question 1. What qualities make a person energetic? Finn starts by combining physical vitality with a positive mindset. He then talks about enthusiasm, explaining that people who enjoy what they do naturally have more drive. He also mentions discipline, especially in terms of sleep and exercise. Finally, he adds motivation and clear goals as another key factor, so his answer covers both physical and mental aspects. Question 2. Are energy levels determined by personality or lifestyle? Finn says it's a mix of both, but he believes lifestyle is more important. He explains that bad habits like poor sleep and unhealthy eating can quickly reduce energy. On the other hand, good routines such as regular exercise can improve it significantly. So his main point is that habits have a stronger, long-term impact. Question 3. How can people increase their energy? Finn gives 4 clear and practical ideas. He starts with exercise, saying it improves stamina and mental clarity. Then he highlights the importance of getting enough sleep. After that, he mentions having a balanced diet. Finally, he adds stress management as another important factor. His answer is structured and easy to follow. Question 4. Why do some people have more energy than others? Finn begins by mentioning genetics as one possible reason. However, he focuses more on lifestyle choices like diet, sleep, and physical activity. He also adds time management and avoiding unnecessary stress. So overall, he presents a combination of natural traits and daily habits. Question 5. Is it important to be energetic at work or school? Finn says yes and gives several reasons. He explains that energy helps with focus and efficiency. It also keeps people motivated, especially during challenging tasks. In addition, he mentions that energetic people can create a positive atmosphere. So his answer looks at both personal and social benefits. Question 6. Does modern life make people more tired? Finn agrees that it does. He talks about busy schedules and constant pressure to be productive. He also mentions the heavy use of technology, especially smartphones. These habits can disrupt sleep patterns. As a result, people may feel mentally tired even without much physical activity. Question 7. How does physical exercise affect energy levels? Finn explains that although exercise can feel tiring at first, it improves stamina over time. He also mentions endorphins, which help boost mood and reduce stress. He then adds a personal example, saying he feels more alert when he exercises. So he combines explanation with personal experience. Question 8. Are energetic people more likely to succeed in life? Finn generally agrees. He says energetic people can handle more tasks and stay consistent. They are also more motivated and better at dealing with challenges. However, he adds that energy alone is not enough, and other factors are important too. So he gives a balanced answer. Question 9. Can being too energetic ever cause problems? Finn says yes. He explains that overly energetic people may act impulsively and make quick decisions. They can also overwhelm others in group situations. In addition, they may find it hard to relax, so he concludes that balance is important. Finally, do you think children today are as energetic as they were in the past? Finn says no. He explains that children now spend more time using technology, such as smartphones and video games. As a result, they play outside less and are less physically active. He adds that their energy is still there, but it is expressed more mentally than physically. Alright, so those are the key ideas from the mock interview. Try using some of these ideas when you practice, and focus on developing your answers clearly. If you'd like more in-depth speaking practice, you can join the channel membership for exclusive videos. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you next time.